All right, Jesse. First spring training for you. How is it? Has it lived up to expectations? Is it what you thought it would be?
Yes. Yeah, it has. Playing for your hometown team, it's kind of a dream come true. And then every day I get to go out wearing the Phillies P on it, and it means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family. It means a lot to my friends, and that's what I play this game for. And it's nice to go out and be around a bunch of guys and a bunch of coaches who really care about you.
When you were a kid, did you ever make a family trip down here for Philly spring training? Or?
No, a lot of my friends did, and spring training was always a big deal. But I'd never been down here, so it's actually kind of cool to come down here for my first spring training as a player.
Any surprises in terms of the routine, the grind that even if people told you to be prepared for, you're like, wow, this is what this is like?
Yeah, I mean, definitely some of the conditioning tests we have to do are even more tough than I thought they were going to be. I think I did a good job of preparing myself in the off season, but there's really no way to prepare yourself for this kind of heat, and this kind of pressure that you have to feel day in and day out.
When did you get down here?
I got down here February 11th.
All right, so a lot better working out down here in February than in eastern Pennsylvania?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I got out of the snow and the ice, and I came down here. It was 85 degrees the first day I was here, and it's been like that ever since.
And now you understand all those, the high school guys who got to play year-round, why everyone says they have an advantage?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the one thing is you could say that coming from my area that I have a little bit less mileage on my arm, and maybe I got a little bit left in me, so we'll see what happens.
How much of a benefit you talked about off-season, but even, instructs, things like that, how much did that sort of get the ball rolling so you knew what was coming here?
I think the Phillies did a really good job of preparing us. We got this big booklet on what to do in the off-season, and as long as you followed it, you were going to be fine. You really had to come in shape and in the best shape of your life because they really push you every single day here. But it's really what you make it. If you don't want to push yourself, then you don't have to. But you're not going to get a lot out of it, and you're also, you won't get rewarded the same way as the Phillies, as you want to be. Yeah.
Have they given you any indication as to what's going to happen when you break camp?
Not really. I mean, they kind of just want me to keep working hard and not really let me know what's going on because as soon as I do, maybe that'll either have me lay back a little bit or push myself too hard. So they want me to just do what I've been doing because I think it's been working so far. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you've been throwing well. I know games are starting up now. Are you chomping at the bit to actually face another team?
Yeah. I mean, I pitched on Monday. They told me that I was going to go on Sunday, so it was a long wait in between. And I've definitely just been kind of biting my nails and I've been really excited to get back in.
You talk about the sort of the hometown team, and that's exciting. Is there any additional pressure? I mean, there have been guys in other markets and things like that that hasn't gone so well because of that. Oh my God, dream come true kind of thing.
Right.
Are you concerned about that at all?
Honestly, I'm not. They say that a lot of people believe that that'll put extra pressure on me. But when you think about it, hopefully, whenever I play in Lakewood, I'll only be an hour and a half away from my house. I'll only be an hour and a half away from my friends and family who I've been around my whole life. And when they're in the stands cheering me on, and when they can come see me whenever I need to, and I can go see them, I don't see how that can be any pressure. I mean, there are people down in spring training right now who just came to see the Phillies, but I'm also here. And it's pretty awesome when you have such a great support system around you. It makes you feel a lot less pressure, and I don't know what I would do without it.
Let's say, for the sake of argument, that you do break with Lakewood. Everyone talks about that first full season, especially for pitchers. Just there's that wall that everyone hits. I mean, what have they told you about that, and what have you been working on? They say how hard they've been working, in conditioning. How prepared do you think you are for that long road ahead this first full year?
Well, there's really no way to prepare yourself for that. I mean, it's such a long season, and there's so many innings that I'm going to have to throw that there's really no way to be able to say whether or not you're going to be able to handle it until you're in the middle of it. But the Phillies do a great job of shoulder, like a lot of shoulder stretches, a lot of conditioning, and a lot of just preparing you for something that me as a player, I've never been through it, but they've been through it with thousands of players, and I'm just really excited about it because they're one of the best organizations keeping you healthy, and that's really what you need to do to get to the next level. You can't get to the next baseball club if you can't get to the next level if you're hurt.
All right.